Now I can tell the cat to stop it, right?
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Painkiller. We got a pretty good card, so... No, actually, I just remembered. The train station that we are doing is a really weird one, so having souls come to us is a bad thing, so I just increased our health.
Say what?
The level condition is that we have to beat this level without collecting a single soul.
Oh.
So, this is also another reason why, or this is one of those weird times where playing it on the harder difficulty would actually be easier than playing it on the easier difficulties. Because on the harder difficulty, souls don't drop. So. Also, that's considered a secret for some reason. I have no idea why. Anyway, I also wanted to give everyone a bit of a heads up that we are recording this while I am getting over a cold, so if I sniffle or cough, I apologize. But this cold has been kind of kicking my ass for the last, like, 4 or 5 days now. So.
Could be worse.
Good.
Yeah. At least it's not diarrhea.
Yeah, at least it's not diarrhea.
That would work.
But, no, I've basically just been living off a diet of ramen noodles, Sprite, Gatorade, and ibuprofen, so...
Do you at least put eggs on your ramen noodles?
No, I really should be doing that, but,
Oh, just straight run?
yeah, like Mr. Noodles, so it's just, that in the packet of seasoning that they give you.
Yeah, it's not gonna aid in your recovery. Because the nutrition is quite poor right now. Like, ramen noodles is basically just carbs, like, at least with the eggs you get some protein.
Yeah.
And I was reading like a while ago that the eggs have like all the 9 essential amino acids for humans. All the ones that you need to live, you find in eggs.
Oh, and here we get our last weapon. It's a minigun that fires rockets. And this is the reason why this mission, or the level condition, is hard, is because these World War I soldiers just constantly charge you. So if they die next to you, you might accidentally pick up a soul. Although, for the shuriken of lightning weapon, if you had the enough charges to launch the giant shuriken, it would be really useful here. But sadly, I do not.
Sorry. Doesn't that sound like one of those kinds of guns that you make up when you were a kid, like in imagination? Like, I am gonna have a machine guns that shoots shurikens made of lightning.
Yeah, but it's one of the reasons I like this game. It doesn't really give half a shit about being practical.
I mean, your character is already an undead or ghostly warrior going through the after purgatory. Is this?
Yeah, it's limbo. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, if you want to know the whole story of Painkiller, basically Hell's trying to invade Heaven, and they have to go through a limbo to do so, and Heaven has hired you to basically stop that. I don't know why it needed so much time and effort to explain that, but, you know, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, as much... I mean, it's not that long an explanation either. It just it shows how unimportant the plot is.
Yeah. Well, no, I meant
It's
like,
unofficial Doom.
well, I was just about to say, that's how long, like, you've seen how long the cutscenes are, right? Like,
Not much, yeah.
yeah, like, the cutscenes just kind of go on and on for a bit, like, longer than the boss fights that precede them, but,
The kitten I have in my lab almost fell off.
oh yeah, are these the same kittens that, you rescued and are planning to, take to the fair, as you said?
Yeah, the adoption event. Yeah, she's one of them. The other one got adopted last week, last Saturday. And her brother got adopted. Unfortunately, not both at the same time, which is a shame because they're quite playful and lovely. They're quite adorable. So yeah, it's a shame they could not be both adopted, but at least the other one seems to be. I guess now he's gonna get a good life.
Yeah.
A better life than more comfortable at least.
I've always wondered if, like, kittens, if they're born in a litter and you, like, adopt them, but don't do it, like, all at once, like, individually, if they get depressed knowing that they're not going to see, like, their brother or sister again.
Yeah. I imagine they would be somewhat lost, like, because they would be in an unfamiliar place with no, and alone, like without any creature they are familiar with. So that would probably be a shock to some extent, I imagine.
Yeah.
Although,
I had a dog about 12 years. She was pregnant about her. Once we got the one dog and the other dogs, she was despondent. Long while.
Despondent meaning, sorry.
Like depressed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Didn't want to eat, and she would howl at night. It was pretty good.
yeah, that's why like some of my cats I actually some of the cats that got stuck in my home here is because I refused to let them get adopted alone anymore. Like Shadow is here because he and Calvin got so close together that I refused to let them get adopted separately.
Yeah.
Oh, some big news that has happened. I have news about the bucket at work. Yeah, they decided to put up a year-round Christmas tree that they're going to decorate depending on what holiday it is. I don't know why, but we have that now. And apparently the bucket was in the way, so they moved it. And they moved it right next to the sort of drainage sink in the janitor's closet. They didn't empty it, mind you, but they moved it, so to give you guys an idea of how long it takes for Dace to have to do fucking anything around our job site, there you go. Takes them 6 months to do half of a fucking job.
I thought you were gonna say they decided to plant the tree on the bucket.
Yeah, just use it as a water source. That fucking milky yellow with a nice skin on top. Yeah, I still cannot believe that it took them that fucking long to not even empty it, just to move it.
Why not empty it as part of the process? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, like, I don't understand it either, but, you know, they moved it there, so...
I would have just done it myself by now.
No, in fact, when I mentioned it to some of the other guys at work, they suggested that once the water just completely evaporates, I just fill it back up with water. Which, to be honest, I think I will do, and just keep it as like a constant thing of just emptying and refilling it. Or waiting for it to empty and then refill it.
Do what you want to do.
Sorry, what?
Or just do what you want to do.
Anyway, so what else is new with you guys?
I'm on vacation now.
Very nice, very nice.
More time to dedicate playing games that frustrate me to no end.
Don't worry, you're at the very end of that Fire Emblem game that you talked about, so...
Yeah. There's another, like, then there's... I don't know if I'm gonna try finishing the NES one. Because I played about, I don't know, 9 or 10 chapters of the first one.
Like it...
Way a few years ago, and it's actually not bad. Despite being an NES, like, it has the expected NES clunk.
Yeah.
NES clunkiness, but it is not a... It's significantly more... it's surprisingly entertaining to play.
Okay.
It's nowhere near the slog that is Gaiden or Genealogy. So yeah. Hey! Stop it!
Well, I can't stop it. If I do, I'll die.
Yeah, Sam, stop biting my the cord of my headset.
Oh, there was a fucking weird thing that happened to me, like, just the other day.
She called you back?
Hmm?
She called you back?
Who called me back?
I don't know, pick your poison.
Oh, okay. But no, basically it was like 3 in the morning when I woke up, and I figured I'd get a coffee. So I walked over to the place that's open 24/7 that like sells coffee, and along the way back home, for whatever reason, there was a shirt that was on fire. It wasn't like still burning, but it was excuse me, it was smoldering. And
Sorry, a what that was on fire?
a shirt.
Okay.
And I was just like, that's really fucking weird. Like, what am I even supposed to do with this? So...
Call the police and alert them that the homeless man self-combusted.
Actually, that's kind of what I did. Like, I called the non-emergency line. I was like, hey, there's this really weird thing at like 3 in the morning, and there's no one around. I was like panicking or screaming about like a house being on fire or something, so...
the homeless man got raptured.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, if you want to send someone to take a look, I don't know. So... that's just part of the weird fun that you can have in Canada, then.
Yeah. It was one of the fun with the homeless.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of homeless where you live?
Well, there's a lot more tent cities being put up, but it's one of those things where the tent cities, at least in Canada, it's like a 50-50 chance if they're like actually, you know, homeless, so to speak, because half of the time the people who are in tent cities have jobs. It's just that the mortgage rates have gotten so ridiculous that you can't like afford a house. You just have to live in a tent.
Honestly, building a cabin in the woods might be less of a hassle.
If it worked for Ted Kaczynski, I don't see why not.
Otherwise, or live like in the find like some spacious point in the sewers.
And review Pickles and Peaches.
What?
Oh, it was an iDubbbz thing that he did before he, you know, became a cuck.
Oh boy.
His is a funny case.
Yeah. By the way, waking up at 3 in the morning, is that one of those sick things?
It's one of those me things because I work night shift, so.
Okay.
But yeah,
So, like,
it's partially because I am sick. Yeah, it's my sleeping schedule has gone to shit. You know, more so.
I was imagining that you waking up 3 in the morning was like me having a nap because at work because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this secret here because I desperately need that health that's up there. Yeah, I did it. Take that, physics.
Suck it, Newton.
Where your apple's gonna save you now.
Yeah.
But, shoot, what were we talking about?
Living in the sewers.
Oh, yeah,
iDubbbz.
living in the sewers, yeah. I don't know, I think, between, sewers or making a cabin in the woods, I'd vote for cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
A little better than.
Right. Just be very open with what you send in the mail to people, okay?
Yeah.
Don't scare them. Don't scare them.
Well, no, did Ted Kaczynski send it through the mail? I thought he personally delivered them.
No, he sent it through the mail.
Okay. No, he definitely, I think he did both, so that's what it was.
Yeah. I remember there was a live stream that Ted Cruz was, not Ted Cruz, no, Terry Crews. Oh wow.
Yeah, two very different people.
You're not, yeah, and they're not even written the same way. What was it? Yeah. Yeah, and but it's funny that we mentioned the Zodiac Killer while talking about Ted Kaczynski. But yeah, Terry Crews was doing a live stream, and someone sends him like a donation under the name Ted Kaczynski. And one of the guys, like the guys he was doing the stream with, had to alert him. By the way, Ted Kaczynski is the name of the Unabomber.
Anyway, so we finished off the level, and we didn't collect a single soul. So now we get actually one of the best cards in the game.
Yeah.
Which ironically is a card designed to take all the souls. So we'll see you all next time.
Level where you don't collect souls.